Hey, I was thinking about our women, you know what I mean? Our girls, our queens that we're all raising, you know what I mean? That that are gonna stay. Um, when I mean, first we start with, like, I start with myself. You know what I mean? I want to be a strong enough woman to be able to raise another strong woman. You know, I want my daughter. Sophia, she's beautiful. She's so, oh my God, she's so fucking beautiful. And I have, oh my God, I don't know, I am blessed beyond belief to be able to raise a strong woman, to be able to look out for her, you know what I mean? And I think I talked to Sophia and I said, a lot of the eagles will make the little babies nest a little more uncomfortable so they can start flying, you know what I mean? And that's the beauty of raising a queen. A queen raising another queen, you know what I mean? We don't want to see our girls, our queens, our women not be able to get out of situations because they're getting beat or because of whatever, you know what I mean? And I'm saying that because, like, don't fucking get me wrong. There's a lot of times that thank God is a merciful God, you know what I mean? But we want our queens to be able to make it for themselves. You can be a queen without a king. You can be a queen and a fucking king, especially if you're fucking married to the king of motherfucking kings. God. You're already married. You might not have the ring, you might not have signed or whatever, but you are a fucking queen by yourself because you're married. If you're married to the king of kings, man, that's the best fucking marriage of them all. That's who I want to stay with. I'm already married. That's why I'm fucking shining. That's why my daughter will shine. That's why my boys will shine. Because I'm married to the best of them all. The King of Kings. Yahweh, you know? So I want my daughter and my sons to be able to respect women and my daughter to be able to choose a good husband. You know what I mean? Well, plus I'm gonna be right there. You know what I mean? But I want her decision to be a rational, a decision that she makes. But for that, I want to be able to teach her and make it a little uncomfortable and tell her things that she might not want to hear at the time, but yet still love her and accept her, both my boys and my daughter, you know what I mean? But I want them to know that they're kings by themselves and she's a queen by herself. And the beauty of it, if when you're whole, when you are a whole person, you come together with another whole person. The beauty of that is both of you can shine together. You know? A lot of times when two people like that come together, yes, there might be a fight or two, you know, because I think I'm right, you think you're right, you know. The beauty of that is that when that fire unites, you know, you are unstoppable when you come together, you know what I mean? Because a wife and a husband that push each other to the limits to be able to fly, because I can fly by my motherfucking self, you know what I mean? When it comes my time for a man to be able to fly by himself, that I find a man to fly by himself, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, see, you cannot dim my light and you cannot dim another person's light when they're already flying by the motherfucking self. You can't. See, that's the beauty of it. Us brothers and sisters of the soul of God, you know, we know that we can be next to someone and both of us shine, you know what I mean? We know there's, you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be like, I object, you know, I plead the fifth, you know, whatever. There's gonna be, you know, some battles between us, you know what I mean? But when we come together, you know, there's gonna be that fire, because when we start fighting together, you know what I mean? That's why the devil attacked the families and shit. You know, a lot of times the families were getting attacked especially when it came to the military. All these soldiers were getting sent away, getting killed or whatever. Bodies were going missing from the hospitals. Them telling them they died, the person died when they really motherfucking did it. Especially the children. Some of the children that had cancer. They were telling the parents the kid died when the motherfucking kid never died. They were alive, They were transporting bodies using fucking kids. How do you think they were stealing well, anyways, this is another subject, but how do you think they were stealing the motherfucking kids? They were telling the parent the kid had cancer and died in the hospital, and the kid was all alive the whole motherfucking time. They were taking those kids. That's how they were stealing kids. See, the parent the whole time thought the kid was dead when the kid was alive because the motherfucking hospital told them they died when they fucking did it. That's how they were selling motherfucking kids. Anyways, I know I went in another story. But anyways, teaching our queens and kings to be bad all by themselves. So when they find that other whole person, the other person that's been through shit, the other person that's already worked on themselves, there's nothing that can come between them that can separate that unity. You know what I mean? Fuck a paper. Well, fuck a paper. That's earthly shit. Connecting with somebody through the soul, pushing them. A lot of times, you know why? Sometimes when you get a partner and you fight, it ain't because you don't love them. It's because you both push each other. You push them in a way that no other a woman that is under somebody will not do. You know what I mean? A lot of women like me that are a little feisty. They say if she stabs you, marry her. No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. But anyways, it's like a lot of times, feisty women, that's the women you want. You want to grow with somebody. You want somebody to push you to your limits. Just a lot of times, yes, there comes times of relaxation, you know what I mean? That's why it's good. Like right now, I take time for me, I take time to grow. I took time to look in the mirror. I take time to fly by myself, see where my wings need adjusting, you know what I mean? See where I'm lacking, see where I can fly high and where I can carry, where I cannot, you know what I mean? That's the beauty of God, is He gave me everything I needed within to fly high. So when I come together with another fucking flying eagle, then I'm all set. Because no matter what, nothing can come in between that union. Nothing. But anyways, just loving that. Loving learning.